Meh.
Speaking of skin-colored hats, hello and welcome to this week's episode of
Oh
Pit
my,
Against a Live
oh
Marshall
my
College Show.
God.
I'm William Table Legs, and I'm joined by my constant co-host, Kevin Smurph. Kevin, it's 2026.
It sure is. Jesus Christ.
Pit Against
That
the
might
Live
be the
College
worst
Show.
one you've done.
It's pretty bad. If you'd like to be live on air talking to us about your hot take, join the Pit Against Discord. That's by clicking on the link in the description. Whatever. It's 2026.
This is going to be a real kind of quick and relaxed one.
Yeah, this one's gonna be chill. Actually,
Yeah.
I found one more thing to talk about. Okay, so real quick, I think it's unlikely we're taking calls, but we could take some calls. But the focus of it is Flesh and Blood come out with a in 2025 and I'm just gonna go through the list and we'll talk about it.
We can give our year in review.
Yeah, a bit of a year in review
Podcast episode.
Yeah. And like every good podcast should. And I was going to go through all the major events and be like, this happened. We went here.
Sure.
World Tour went there. And then I didn't do it.
Then I did it.
And then I didn't. Actually, that might be easier than I think, because I think you can sort by year. Yeah, you can. In the events tab, you can sort by year. Holy frick. Wait, that's simpler than I thought. All right, well, then maybe I can go through that for a little bit, too. And then the other question was going to be Kevin in review. How was Kevin's 2025? Where is Kevin's 2026? And we can do any one of these three first. What do you want to go through?
Let's start with Flesh and Blood, LSS.
Just start on LSS? That is very reasonable. All right, so I have to pull it back up. Happy Holidays from LSS. In 2025, and this is not in any particular order, like I thought it'd be chronological and it wasn't. They launched Silver Age, fast, fun, and friendly on the wallet format for all players to enjoy. It's fast. I think.
And why are you saying the format doesn't start until Compendium?
Is an alpha release a launch?
Then it started. I understand the point
rephrase
that they're
to
trying
they
to
wanted
make.
to launch it in 2026,
Their
but they had to launch
messaging
it this year.
is not good.
Fair.
That's just I have their messaging has left me infuriated about Silver Age.
It's all over the place.
We can keep going.
I mean, yeah. Do you find it fun? Do you play Sage like at an armory, have a good time?
Silver Age is what happens when your CC game takes 20 minutes or 15 minutes or 10 minutes because it's KO versus Prism. Sure. So then the KO player is like, hey, do you want to play a game of Sage while the other people finish their round? And you're like, sure. And
you
then
enjoy it?
Meh. Chain is chain. And
some
there's
people really like Chain.
Yeah, no, I understand that. The problem is there's just a massive disparity in hero abilities, and that gets amplified in Sage. I have issues with Sage. I have spoken about that many times. I'll wait for Compendium, but don't tell me you launched Sage and then also say Sage is not a real format until Compendium. That's not.
I think I'm starting
that
to
doesn't
think
add up.
I'm starting to think it's two different messagings from two different departments.
I could see that.
Where the PR / event people, like the people who put on events, are like, they want this, so we're making it for them. We're doing
this is like Dev is saying one thing and PR is saying another.
Yeah. That might be
and that's not it. That's not if you launched it.
if you launched it,
use a different word. I understand if you want to make the same point of you unveiled Sage and you're showing the next steps that Flesh and Blood is going to take. I totally understand that. Please use a different word and be a little more consistent with your messaging. This is an issue with their messaging,
Sure.
not with Silver Age.
Sure. Friendly on the wallet?
Yeah.
I have not had to buy a single card for Sage. I just have them.
Yeah, that's because all the entrenched players are going to have bulk.
Yeah, which is sick.
Like, we just have bulk because nobody wants to buy bulk, so we can't move it. So we just have all the cards. Like, yeah. I could build 1,000 Sage decks if I wanted to right now.
Start an army of little Sage Flesh and Blood new players.
Yeah, not all of them would be good. I could probably build 100 like viable Sage decks, but yeah.
That's fine. You don't have to. They're gonna come out with those precons next year, and
then all the entrenched players are gonna have to buy them because they're gonna be cards exclusive to them.
Probably gonna be. They invested in our live stream until it became the best in the business.
I'm not 100% sure about the best, but it definitely is a massive step forward. I think the world stream from Philly was bar none one of the was the standard.
Yeah. Did they pull in Savage Feats this year?
I think they officially acquired them this year. Yeah, but they'd been working with them since Amsterdam, because I know Amsterdam was the first stream that they delayed so that they could cut out all the time between rounds. Yeah. So there wouldn't be 30-minute windows between rounds.
Which, honestly, great. Like, at first, I was like, oh, I have to wait until 10 o'clock for this tournament.
Bro, I was like, I already went and made food. I already went and did laundry. All my chores are done. I have to sit here for 20 minutes and wait for the next. I guess I'll play a game on Talishar.
Yeah.
No, because I think they picked up Savage Feats after Osaka last year.
First event that they delayed it, I was there when the event started, like at my computer, like I'm ready to watch, and then it was 2.5 hours before the event started because they delayed it. And I was like,
yeah.
Oh.
Maybe not that one, but because Amsterdam, I don't know
which
the first they delayed.
Which was, but I was like,
because sucked. I remember Amsterdam, Brian Gottlieb was like over the player's shoulder in a player cam, but he was also commentating.
Oh.
And people were like, what is happening? And they had to explain that the stream had been delayed and that the coverage was delayed.
That's right.
From the recording.
That's so funny.
That was my memory of the first
You're in the middle of the game and Brian goes, wow, what an absolute misplay by
a player. He's talking over your shoulder.
Excuse me.
No, I think the changes they've made to coverage in the last 18 months and last 12 months and last 6 months have been fantastic.
It's awesome.
I've been a huge fan. Savage Feats getting picked up by them has been nothing but good. I know in the past I had expressed questions about what would happen.
Sure.
And I have had no issues with what has happened. Actually. It has been fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all nailed it, and they didn't step on any toes in the ways that I was wondering about.
I'm gonna be real. I tuned into several Magic broadcasts this year, and I would watch one game, and then it would go to commercial break for an hour, and then I would do something else. I would not.
The timing on Magic hasn't been. It depends on the Magic broadcast.
Yeah,
their PTs are roughly the same as our Savage Feats events that are delayed.
Yeah. Happy New Year's.
Magic PTs are like fine, but there's been some questions about like following what's actually happening, especially at Worlds with that with the lessons deck that came out. There were I know a lot of people had issues with following the gameplay.
I heard about that.
Which I fully understand, having not played Magic.
No, I remember early this year where there was one event where I swear every single time I tuned in, it was between games. And
it was probably an RC.
I was that might have been it.
Their PTs are very good. Magic PTs are very good about not having that issue.
Like, sit down and watch one or something. But.
Yeah, because PTs they run 4 feature matches at the same time, and they will put however many games they need to in there to fill the round timer. RCs they don't do that.
Fair enough.
RCs they have 1 or 2 games, and that's it, and they will have half-hour breaks.
Yeah. Okay. That makes more sense.
Or Spotlight Series.
That's
Spotlight Series also do that.
I think Las Vegas was RC. And
it was an RC.
That was the one I was watching.
There's one deck, Vivi. Vivi got banned. In Standard, it got banned. But
anyways,
yes, you're correct.
They held the first ever calling in Germany after being recognized as a game of skill by the German government. Big dubs.
Sure, we'll take it.
We'll take it.
Worlds in Germany, potential. Worlds Berlin would be pretty dope.
That would be sick.
Selfishly, I would prefer Worlds Rome. If that happens, I'm going to go spend an extra week in Florence and just eat food for the entire week.
Sure.
Okay. I might message somebody in particular about spots they recommend.
Saw record armory event attendance across all regions.
Cool.
I wish that was a little more fleshed out in definition.
I want to see their numbers on this. Like, because they've been talking about like record PQ turnout and record all these numbers, and we don't see them.
Mm-hmm.
And locally, my scene has not been
Mine's
growing.
Been fine. It's been the same.
It's been the same. It's been stagnant. And that's kind of the message I'm getting from a lot of the US players.
Yeah. But I'm sure overseas,
so I'd be very curious to
probably
see.
Is going up. China, Korea,
Japan,
all of them actually.
Japan is like I want to see these numbers, because if the game is growing in other countries, sick.
Well,
awesome.
I just assume it is, but
yeah,
in other
it
countries,
doesn't add up here that the game is growing. I'm gonna be honest.
Be cool. How many accounts are made year over year? That would be a good metric.
Sure. Stores have been expanding. Cool.
I think the problem is if you say it once or even twice, people will feel obligated that they get to see it more than once or twice. And then if you start showing trends, people are going to like make wild assumptions off of that, right? So
I could see that, but when you just say for me, when you just say it and you don't have data to back it up, like
a little hollow. Reached a milestone of 5,000 gem stores. I don't have a metric for what that's like.
That doesn't compute to me.
How many Magic, like Magic has like a registered
Magic that's got to be in the hundreds of thousands.
Is it? Speaking
it's
of,
got to be 6 digits.
Big numbers. Reached 1 million matches of Flesh and Blood played in 2025, surpassing 5 million official matches overall as well.
So this is by itself, this is a sign that the game is growing. Because if we had more than 1 million games played this year, and we also hit 5 million games, that means we had more than we had probably 1/4 of the games played were in its 6th year. So we had 5 years, and this is by far the biggest.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah.
That's an act. This is why I want data. Just show me this data.
There's your data. There's your data.
Like, this does show to me that the game is growing, because we have played more games this year than any year before. That's data.
I was trying to figure out how many Magic stores there are. I don't know. Our stores have been expanding. They like print runs, but they come out.
Dust Till Dawn is the most purchased set of all time by LGSs, not by players.
Their transparency is
a double-edged sword.
It's been purchased from somebody.
Yes. It has not been opened, because there's a bunch of the Prism and Chain artist proofs that have not been opened.
Here you go. More vague words. Held the biggest ProQuest season ever with ProQuest Yokohama.
What does that mean?
It's the
biggest. That the most PQs? Is that the highest attendance per PQ? Is that the most number of unique players? All right.
Brought the Pro Tour to London and Singapore and Philadelphia.
Sure, you held the same number of events as last year.
I guess it's more like the locales. It's kind of interesting. We haven't had a
Pro
Tour London before, right?
We got PT London, which is the same venue that is used for Pokemon European International Championships every year.
Sick.
So you are meeting a standard that Pokemon has set. If you were to run an event there every year, which they're going back to for World Premiere Compendium.
Oh, sick. Same place? Wow, that's
Same
cool.
place. I'm pretty sure. I would be surprised
I
if it was
like
different.
hearing that I can understand if somebody wants a different place, but I like hearing it's the same place because that implies some kind of
Stability.
relationship, stability. Yeah.
They also we've had jokes
Mm-hmm.
for the last like since Philly that they're getting a package deal on events in Minneapolis and Vegas
Mm-hmm.
because Nats Minneapolis was 2 years ago and we're going back.
Technically correct.
And we
It's
had
kind of
Nats
correct.
Vegas 23, 25, and now PT Vegas
Yeah.
26,
Yeah.
all at the Westgate.
Yeah.
Um, my mom, who has organized these types of events and conventions, confirms there are in fact package deals for
Oh,
these types of events.
sick.
So if you book 3 of these types of events, like US Nats 23, US Nats 25, and PT Vegas 26, you do in fact get a discount.
Sick. Sick.
So they are on a
Murphy
package
confirmed.
deal
Sick. I love that. All right. Well, we know where we're
for
going back to, which is the places we've already been to.
yes,
uh,
and which Minneapolis is fine.
sure.
Vegas is not everyone's favorite.
Philly was
If you
cool.
like Vegas, you're fine going
Ish.
back, but the venue is like fine. Everything is expensive. It's Vegas.
Uh,
Food options are meh, but yeah,
Happy New Year's, the armpit. Crowned our first player of the year. He did it.
Brody sure did the thing
He
he was
did it.
already doing.
He was the most playingest, winningest player, and then he kept doing it.
I will give Jacob Clemens props because he had a
Charlie, Happy New Year.
solid shot at challenging Brody. I still think the
Yes.
Player of the Year system, while the game wants a Player of the Year system, it was still 2 to 3 years too early.
It'll be better next year.
It will be mainly because they rebalance the points, and we just have way more callings, which means either Brody runs this Player of the Year circuit over even harder than he did before because he gets to play 36 calling plus events,
That's really funny.
or everyone actually gets shots at it because we get to have more of these high point events across the circuit,
Speaking of
across
shots
the
at
world.
it,
Uh-huh.
where are you at?
For what?
What?
World Tour points?
Where are you at on World Tour points? Out of, what player
Have they
number
updated?
are you at? I don't know if it's updated. Whatever the most recent update is.
I top aided Battle Hardened Philly, which got me 4, and I got 8 from Seattle. I don't know when they're updating points.
How many did Brody need to win this year? Or what did he
170?
You're a tenth of the way
No,
there.
I'm not on pace.
You're a tenth of the way there. On pace.
That's
clearly.
not on pace.
Well, no, it's not on pace.
It's been a month and a half.
It's gonna go like this, dude. It's gonna go like this. It's a little bit up and down. He's on pace.
World Tour points.
Okay.
Okay, so it looks like it's like kind of updated.
Celebrated with the Weta Workshop at San Diego Comic-Con.
Jesus
By
Christ.
that they mean they brought a giant prism. Big prism.
I'm not in the... Okay, what's it going to let me search? What is it updated me to? I'm at 22 is what it says. Which should
22.
still include Memphis and London.
That's pretty good.
I'm exactly rank 100.
Sick.
Which is actually not bad because
Are
top
you tied with people?
50. Yeah, I think I'm going to be tied for 100th then. 22 points is from 100th to... Oh, there's like 15 of us, including Agroblaze.
Sick!
And Tarek Patel and Eugene C. and Brian Lorenz.
Where's Tim Scroggs on that list? Speaking of that, Happy New Year's, Tim.
I think lower than me.
And Happy New Year's, Franklin.
He is top 4 calling Philly. No results found.
Well, rip.
I don't know if they've updated it then.
They might not have. All right, next thing. I gotta burn through these. Supported our content creator community with 25,000 USD.
80% good, 20% miss. everyone has already aired out their issues with that.
I think 20% of it was freaking awesome because I think Agroblaze has been killing it.
Sure.
And I really enjoyed his most recent stream. It was very enjoyable. I hope he goes back and watches it. I watched the last.
You didn't? Oh no, he did.
I watched.
He has been.
Has he? I watched
yes.
the last 10 minutes of it, as well.
Did you see a certain clip?
Probably
out of it. I'm not going to say anything.
Probably not.
Else because I don't want to drag it out here.
Not. Or you show me a certain clip after the
I'm gonna over? Hang on. I'm gonna go grab a link for you to watch later.
Is that later on stream or later after the show on stream or later?
I mean, it was part of the stream.
Sick.
No, Agroblaze has been great. He's been killing it. I haven't seen the results a ton from other content creators. It feels like I don't know that I followed them before.
Yeah.
And I don't know that I follow them now.
Maybe that's a thing I need to do. Is I need to go back and just check in on them.
Yeah.
Not that they need checking in on, but maybe there's stuff they're doing that I missed.
Armpit. I'm not going to air this one out because he's already said that he shouldn't have done this. And that it felt different in the moment because he was very drunk. Oh my God, he was absolutely... The term I've been using is white girl wasted.
That's very accurate to describe that.
Yeah.
But to keep going.
So I'm not... Yeah. Content creator stuff has been fine. Yeah. I think they had some issues with the way they rolled it out. And I don't have a huge issue with the majority of it.
I'm excited to see them do it again next year.
I'm curious to see what direction they go with it. Yeah.
I just now saw the share it on Discord. It's funny.
I will not be sharing that on Discord.
Launched a new website.
Yeah, they redesigned the website. It's overall good. I appreciate that when you search articles, it is chronologically sorted.
Yes.
So if you're searching for the BNRs, you can actually just find them without having to look at every single one.
Yes.
The
search.
Please
function...
fix the event locator. There's still issues with it.
Yeah, I'm sure they're working on it, right?
Yes, I'm sure they're aware. It has been talked about many times. Overall, the new website is great. Cool.
I'm sure you're going to say the exact same thing. Introduced a digital deck builder tool. I
wouldn't necessarily call it a deck builder tool.
I would not describe it as a deck builder tool. I'm sure some people who are very, very new to the game and are not aware of all the resources available to them, like February, go into that and they're like, oh, I can just type the card in and then it shows up and now I don't have to print anything off. It's great.
Yeah, no, the whole deck list submission thing online has been fantastic. I've seen no issues with it at any event I've been. There have been a couple minor issues.
I've heard of minor issues, but they are minor,
very infrequent, and always easily or quickly solved.
Yeah,
love it. Excellent. I love not having to have a paper deck list and just being here's the Fabry link. The direct import from February feature is just
so good.
10 out of 10.
It's so good. It makes me nervous.
You're aware. I appreciate that.
I bring a paper copy anyways.
I respect that.
It makes me nervous, but I'm probably going to get... I'm not going to bring one this weekend, and we'll see what happens.
You're playing 2, right?
I'm playing 2.
Saturday and Sunday?
Saturday and Sunday. I'm very excited. Introduce gym packs. I love this. Absolutely.
Yes. As somebody who wasn't 100% sold on gem packs because I liked the incentive of wanting to do well at your armories and keeping the game somewhat competitive, it was very easy for stores to implement a way to keep an incentive for being competitive without it feeling like you had to always sweat. Which the very simple solution that I'm pretty sure most stores implement is everyone gets one for entering, the winner gets an extra one.
We have one store that does...
you have store credit.
Well, I
per
think
win at 1.
I'm not. I'll be real. I haven't won an armory at Blade in a hot minute. But I think that they do pack per win, and so if you win, you get 3
Yep.
packs.
Yep.
That's your incentive, and so
Yes.
the gym packs are just evenly distributed.
Extra. Yeah.
Instead of one for the winner.
We still have pack per
if you
win,
do
I think,
it.
at every
Yeah.
pack per win or store credit, depending.
I think
At
it's
every store
just,
we play at.
I think
Plus,
it's nice because I have genuinely seen our more competitive players. I shouldn't say more competitive. Everyone in my local scene is fairly competitive.
yes.
The
From that scene, yes.
quote unquote better players, they're like pro players,
Yeah.
are just trying decks. They're just playing
Yes.
decks they want to play, which is
Yes.
I feel like a
I'm
direct
playing
incentive.
RKO
Yeah,
at armories.
and you're winning.
Some of them,
Some of
not
them.
all of them.
And-
but
and-
I'm there just playing RKO.
Yeah.
I'm not like sweating it out all the time, always playing Prism, always tryharding. Like in the lead up to RTN season, I'm playing Prism.
I played Azuri the other week,
Yeah.
like 2 weeks ago. It was funny.
Yeah. No, as someone who was a little apprehensive at the time that they were removing some incentives, this worked. This genuinely did work.
It was 2 people competing for the cold foils every single week.
Yep.
Beforehand.
Because the cold foils were worth like $20 compared
Yeah.
to the participation promos, which were worth nothing after a week.
And now it's a cute little gamble
Yeah.
when we play the event.
You have
I
a
like it.
very minor incentive, but you still have an incentive if you really want to try. If you're really trying for the promos, that gem pack, you can. But like, it's fine. It's a good in between. I like it. As someone who is a more competitive player, I like it.
This is interesting. Released our first fully fledged board game.
What?
Smash Palace. They're calling it a board. There is a board. It is a game. There is a board. It's a 4-player playmat.
Okay.
I saw that and I was like, I don't know if I call it a board game, but I guess it's a board game. You can just buy it out of the box, play it as soon as you get home.
Capo, you're 100% correct. As colors disappeared, there was even less incentive to participate with the old promos.
Oh, true. Yes.
When there was only
like the regular
blue Rootbound
promo
Carapace left, nobody
Yep.
cared. Board game, that's the correct spelling of board for Smash Palace.
I love Smash Palace. We got people to play who are not into UPF, and they loved it.
Yeah.
We got people who are not into Guardian, and they loved it. We got people who lost first and didn't love it, but I think that was on them.
Nobody locally played Smash Palace at all.
Dang.
I haven't played it.
Dang. I thought it was very good.
It's a well-designed single unit, is my understanding. It is for people who want to play Flesh and Blood without going to Armory.
You know how we did the Blitz event?
Is what it seems like.
And we were like, that was fun.
Mm-hmm. And that was it?
That's kind of how I don't know. I don't know. This is a whole other subject where like I think UPF is no longer the best casual young hero experience. It's got to be Sage.
Yep. It's Sage for
or Cube.
Sure. It will be Cube eventually.
Yeah.
It's Sage or it's actually Blitz for the nostalgia. Because people wanting to play the stupid Blitz decks now because everything is just stupid in that format.
The Verdant deck
the Verdant deck is silly because you have Kraken's Aether Vein again. So you're going to do stupid stuff. But like, no, Sage is like your young hero format because it's not CC.
I think PvE could be interesting. I think if
I don't know if that's going to be a thing anytime soon.
I don't think so either.
But
like,
when Cube, bro, in a year, Worlds Europe is going to have more Cube than Worlds Philly.
Yeah.
Which already had infinitely more than previous Worlds.
Yeah.
Or PT events. As soon as in 3 years, when Worlds is back in the US, Cube is going to be an official side event.
Called it right here. We already know.
I don't know if it could be an official side event. That might be weird.
Log, and that is the plan.
There would have to be some organizational stuff that would happen for that to be an official side event.
They might just have dedicated like spots for it. Because one thing that we found out this year was like
they did not.
They had so many people. There was not enough seats. Like if everyone wanted to sit down at the same time, you couldn't.
I think you could.
It was close.
It was awkward because they didn't want stuff to like start and end in the middle of. They didn't want stuff to start in the middle of tables.
That makes sense.
But yes, we had stuff move. We had events overlap, like official events overlap. Not just there's a cube happening in this spot and an event gets placed there. Like an actual side event is happening and another one gets paired in the same table.
That's rough. I don't know.
That's rough.
That's things that we can work out in the future.
Yes.
But like,
I would love if there was just like, let's call it 48 tables set aside at the end, which is just 2 rows basically. Like two full rows that are just set aside for seats. We could call it 24 tables. That's fine. 48 people. I would say a little bit more.
Sure.
But like have some actual space set aside that is never going to be a match-made game.
Yeah.
That people can go to, which is the command zone, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Equivalent.
A place for people to play casual, very casual, non-side event Flesh and Blood would be great.
Yes. And casual as in whatever game they want to play.
Yeah.
Because Tim and I were jamming games of LL.
And they see you're playing LL, and they're like, that's not very
But
casual.
if you're also playing, you want to go. I was jamming games against Tim of LL between his rounds of The Calling, which was LL.
That's so funny.
He would go play around, come back. We'd play 2 games of Marlon Viscerai, and he'd go play his next round.
That's so funny. All right,
of LL, like just
Cube is the future.
Add that.
That's definitely what they have written down here. Okay,
Cube is something that more people should explore.
Pirates and necromancers to the world of Wraith. New classes.
This always feels a little weird because these things are still very insular. Mm-hmm. In that pirates are all still just who's using the pirate cards? Marlon's using some of them, very few. Mm-hmm. Mostly Ranger.
The problem.
A lot of the blues.
They're dual class.
Yes, everything in High Seas was pirate, so nothing was pirate.
It's generic.
Yes. It was more generic cards, is what it felt like.
Yeah. When we get the mono pirate adult hero playable in CC, then it will feel like a class, probably.
I agree. But I also don't know how much they're going to overlap with the already existing pirates.
Okay, I think this is telling. So, pirates and necromancers to the world of Wraith debuted Chaos Revered and Reviled Talents. I'm going to stop before we get to that necessarily. Thief is not mentioned.
Nope.
That is an official class.
It is.
It being not mentioned makes me feel like that's more like merchant, which actually makes me think that pirates and necromancers will be more like assassin. They're going to be proper fleshed out classes eventually. Hopefully this year.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Debuted Chaos, Revered, and Reviled Talents. Chaos feels like a way to separate cards. Revered and Reviled feel kind of funny. I think when they made Revealed and Reviled life total comparisons matter, I was like, okay, I get it.
I see the identity.
I see the identity. Chaos still feels like
it doesn't have an identity.
Rolled dice, isn't that brute? I don't know.
It's not even that. It's pseudo random effects, but they're not actually that random, which is them trying to be chaos, but it's like the problem is it doesn't work because you don't have enough cards that care.
Chaos feels like Thief for right now. We'll see what.
Not even.
It's like.
Okay, I will say Thief and High Seas worked. It made sense that it just like showed up as that stowaway, because Scurv stowaway.
That was awesome, actually.
And then it literally just went through and just like messed up everything because it had such a huge impact on the high seas draft format, whereas Chaos has had no actual impact as Chaos.
Yes.
They could have printed Slippy and Marionette as just generic assassins, and it would have been exactly the same.
Do we only have 3 Chaos cards?
Spurlocked, Schism, and Meat Madness?
Yeah.
Yes.
No. The one that hates on auras.
Riddle?
That's Chaos.
What? Sure.
Riddle with Regret is Chaos.
Yeah, legally.
We got 4. We got 4.
Okay, so you
Schism's
have 2
sick.
cards that
I'm
have
upset
actually
that
seen play.
That was
Schism.
Schism was the one where I was like, oh, it's not just assassin, it's chaos. Frick.
Okay.
Because
that's not a real card. That's not like a that hurts you more than it helps you.
No, it could be.
You don't want to play that card.
I like Schism.
Yeah, me too. When my opponent pitches it and it puts a Herald in my arsenal.
No, you play when they have an arsenal.
Sure, I guess. Play Codex of Inertia.
True, and I am. Release the first...
Yeah, that's just better Schism.
It doesn't pitch 3.
It replaces itself.
It
ponders.
It blocks 0.
Schism?
Wait, now I'm defending Book of Inertia. All right. Next one.
Yes.
Released the first hero with 5 intellect.
Yeah, and I don't know if you balanced it, but you made it not busted, which is
sick.
Where I would rather
honestly
land.
Is he B tier?
No.
What is he?
I think he's like C-.
Are you serious?
He might be C. He's just like
I thought he was okay. I was gonna say if he was low B tier, success.
I don't think. Yes, I would agree. I think they undershot
that's
where
fine.
He should be because
undershoot?
I would much rather they undershoot a 5 intellect hero than overshoot. Oh my god, because it's so easy to break a 5 intellect hero.
Yeah, exactly.
But like they gave him hero text that made it not broken, which is all your numbers are half base for attack and block, which like made it fine. And then they reasonably fixed it with Rampart and hero ability, and like it's a very reasonable hero.
Just wait till they come out with a card in Compendium where he dishonors himself. That would be dope.
That'd be crazy. It'd be like legendary keyworded.
Dishonor yourself.
Yeah. Getting dishonored is actually a benefit for Wyatt.
That's so funny. It's so funny. Okay, all caps. Made Rock playable.
Yeah, you made it like a legally playable deck that like could function on more turns than not.
And it's probably worse than the 5 intellect hero.
Yes, it is.
Introduce new Mastery Pack booster series.
You sure did for Gravy Bones.
Gravy Bones Mastery Pack booster series.
The best cards out of that set are Fearless Confrontation and Call for Backup.
Honestly, I think the best part about the whole thing is probably the fact that it's draftable.
It's probably your best crack shuffle play format that you've had.
It is the best crack shuffle play format, period.
Not that was very difficult,
no,
but
you had a bar to clear and it was laying on the ground and
it was on the floor and nobody was holding it.
Launched World Tour Weekly. I'm
sick.
Glad they did this. I was not expecting it to come out the way it is. Basically, I thought it would be like an internal thing completely. Like they would just have like a
not Majin Bey.
Specifically, I was like when I was like,
an LSS underscore person.
I thought it was going to be just like, or maybe even a rotating, like they just get somebody, or like actually, you know who? In hindsight, I understand that it came out before this happened, but they have a new like social media manager in what's her name? Who's made good content this year?
Oh, Liv.
Amazing.
Liv T.
Liv T. They hired Liv T,
TNTCG.
and I was like, after they hired her, I was like, actually, I think that would have been an awesome place for the person for World Tour Weekly to, like, if you wanted to do it all in house.
Sure.
That said,
I
don't mind Majin doing it. He's doing a great job. I like it.
I think Majin would have landed better because it is more competitive focused in weekend winners, metagame minute, Razor replay. All of those bits fit better with a competitive focus.
Yes.
And Liv doesn't strike me as that. Majin
is a little more known.
Yes, Majin is a known face in the competitive scene. So
he knows how to talk to a camera. I mean, they both do, but like, I'm not. What I'm saying is, like, I
already associate him with that part of the game.
I thought that this little series would have come more from within LSS, and then when it didn't, I was like a little surprised and actually kind of wondering how long it would last. But it's still going.
Yeah.
So that's kind of sick. I love it.
I'm pretty happy with that. That's pretty dope.
Launched a new series of competitive articles: 0 to 80, Masterclass,
sure.
Pro Draft Guide. I like the Pro Draft Guide.
Yes, those have been great.
I've had people at my LGS be like, I saw on the Pro Draft Guide, Yuki said, I was like, yeah. And so that's actually been, I'm sure less in-franchise players are getting even more out of it than we are if we like them. So,
yes, those have been great baselines. And getting Simon, who's a longtime Magic player, very experienced drafter, for me has been really helpful seeing that kind of lens that he works through, because I haven't drafted before Flesh and Blood. So I'm still learning all of these kind of concepts and seeing those baselines and also comparing it to like what I've taken from these events. Because I know before Nats for High Seas, we sat down as Team Spectra or Roanoke group, and we did a draft cheat sheet, which was like 3 or 4 pages on all the different archetypes. And comparing that to Simon's notes was extremely useful for High Seas, because he did his whole draft guide, and going through all the different archetypes and all the different like key cards was like super useful for me going to Singapore. So that series has been excellent.
They ran back Collector's Week.
Okay.
I'm not a collector.
I'm not a huge collector. I collect some, but like, yeah.
Shout out to Scott Mines, made like 1 million articles, which was awesome.
Scott has been putting in absolute work.
Love seeing that out of Scott. Mar Ferris did a Prime to Fight for the Nationals. Which was cool.
There were a bunch of Prime to Fights, but yeah, she had one. That was good.
And I've been enjoying. They said special mention to Carol for the Dev Touch.
Those have been dope.
Touches. I love all of them. They're sick.
I love seeing those differences between like the different stages in a card's evolution. I love hearing that stuff as like someone who's like super analytical on cards. Like,
love it.
I love that.
And then their last thing was celebrated 8 heroes achieving the Living Legend status.
Yep.
What are they all? We had
Viserai was first.
Viserai.
Zen. Enigma. New.
All the Misfail. Misfail.
Aurora. Yep.
Aurora.
Azalea. OG Dash. Kano.
Arcane Rising LL'd. We've had 3 sets.
Arcane Rising is also good.
We have 3 sets.
3 sets have fully LL'd, yes.
Tales of Aria, Arcane Rising,
Misfail.
Which is wild.
Interesting.
It's wild.
Interesting.
Arcane Rising, not impressive. Very unimpressive set, actually.
Yeah, I was going to say, not so hot take. Arcane Rising doesn't LL if Outsiders isn't printed for Azalea.
Yeah.
Nowhere close. And then
Wildfire.
Viserai doesn't LL if Rosetta is imprinted.
Yeah, Viserai got a lot out of Rosetta.
Yeah.
Wildfire. And then I think what it's funny to say it now,
No,
but like
MST is not at 1.5x even. MST LL'd before it would hit 1x.
That's so funny.
New might have still been around, but the other two LL'd before they would have hit 1x.
The only other point was I think Dash got a lot from
Bright Lights was a benefit.
Well, I was thinking like even older, like Dash
Crucible?
was fine when it came out, and then when Crucible came out, Dash was a bit
that
of a
gave
menace.
Purifier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dash was a bit of a menace in Crucible. It was like some people were saying it was a 2-deck format of 3-deck Bravo Dash Dory.
Okay.
Which is like fine. You have 8 heroes, but like
sure. Yeah.
It was mostly Dory Dash. And
gotcha.
People are like, "Oh, these decks are oppressive. I don't know how to block against a warrior." And then Dash is like 0 to 60. Back in 2020, they have 0 to 60, which is just 0 for 4. Anyways, it's like
boost had to be a real cost back then.
Each of those heroes on release were not super impressive, but they all found a set that really pushed them over the edge. So, what's wrong, Katsu? What's wrong with you? Why can't you get pushed over the edge like Arcane Rising?
You see, they gave him Outsiders.
Yeah, they gave
him Outsiders. Which gave him Bonds of Ancestry, and then they banned Artivore.
Well, they did. They did do both of those things.
They sure did.
Like pseudo banned.
Oh, and then they banned half of Bonds of Ancestry, or 2/3 of Bonds of Ancestry. No, they banned all of it, and then they brought back a third.
All right,
That's
quick.
What they did for Katsu.
Organized play in 2025. We had Calling Prague, which was a world premiere for the Hunted.
Yep.
In January.
I was not there.
Calling Memphis.
I was there.
Yeah. Stop me and talk about any of these. I'm just gonna start rattling them off.
Sure. Keep going.
Calling Christchurch. Calling Kobe. Sao Paulo.
Sick. That coverage was sick.
That one was awesome. That was a fun watch. That's actually one that you could go back and watch. That was pretty cool.
I think so. Yeah.
Pro Tour London in April. That was sick. No, it was sick. It was sick.
PT London was really cool because the storylines actually I think were really interesting. Andrew Cook absolutely killing it, and Pablo Pintor winning his second one. Like it was.
Yeah.
It was dope. It was really good.
Cat Mello says we had a chance in Heavy to put Katsu over the line, but nobody was focused on Bonds.
Talk to Taylor Crawford about that.
He was doing
He
it.
showed it on stream at PTLA where he dunked Michael Fung in round 1.
That was funny.
That was a game.
All right. High Seas World Premiere Taipei in May.
That was dope.
Yeah.
That was dope.
When they revealed Scurv live on stream, and it was just in the pack. In a pack that
somebody opened in their sealed pool.
It was DM Armada and
Sam O'Byrne?
Freaking the dev. What's his name? Brian Gottlieb. They were just on stream opening DM Armada's
they opened Sticky Fingers.
Pool.
And you're like,
opened Sticky Fingers. He's like, it says thief.
What's
a thief?
Scurv? Who is Scurv? Scurv specialization?
Scurv spec? And he's like, hold on. And then they found him. It was so sick. And then the whole week was great.
Neat.
Those games were cool.
It was not a Scurv specialization. It was a Scurv companion.
Counts.
Sorry.
Same thing.
Yes.
Someone got blown out by Unicycle, which someone was telling me about that.
Oh, Palantir Aeronaut.
Someone was telling me about that play line an hour before it happened on stream, and I was like, "Oh, we got him! He did the thing."
It was Shoma Yamamura, winner of PT
Shoma.
Amsterdam versus Paul Van Heysel.
Shoma's too good, man.
Top 8 PT London. Winner of recent calling in
crazy.
Europe. Valencia? Yeah.
What a good dream.
Yeah, that was good.
Calling
Taipei was dope.
Bologna.
Sure.
And then we had Battlehorn Kuala Lumpur that they gassed all to heck, which was super cool. But same month, July, Pro Tour Singapore.
Yes.
You went to that.
Which was dope.
Yeah. Which was dope. Calling Auckland.
It was. I mean, I would have preferred maybe it be in a slightly cheaper area because it was on the resort island.
I remember.
So you had to pay to get on the island.
They were hyping up Pro Tour Singapore in Pro
so
Tour
much.
in the
at
previous
Vegas.
in like at the world
at Taipei.
At Taipei.
Probably London too.
Yeah, in London.
It would have been London because that's they revealed the pool party skins.
I don't like. I'm sure it was awesome, but like they were like, please go to Singapore. Please.
I will say the food at the convention center in Singapore was immaculate.
That's sick.
I paid $8 US for a box of like fried rice, fried chicken, and bok choy, like this big, this tall. It was insane. It was so good.
Because I have a rule of not getting convention food, like ever.
This we ate every day.
That's so crazy.
It was amazing.
Scares
it was 10 Singapore dollars, which is $8 US, and it was like excellent every day. And they had a vegetarian option.
Mm.
Like
that's crazy. That's
also, then the storylines of Michael Fung and Shoma both going 1-4 in CC in the PT, and then playing in the finals of the calling.
Oh yeah, that happened. Oh,
that storyline was excellent. And then I'll come back to the other point at the end.
Well written. Calling Auckland.
That was dope. Double calling.
Yeah.
WTR sealed draft. And then it was Alpha Draft.
Hashtag Fab Auckland, it says. That was awesome. Loved watching that. Calling Kansas City.
Yep.
Calling
that was good.
Copenhagen.
Calling Copenhagen, yeah.
In September, Super Slam World Premiere, Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
Calling Shizuoka.
Shizuoka, yep.
Actually, the world premiere for that was just funny, and in Montreal.
Yeah,
because it was just
that was just
funny,
entertaining. Because nobody was taking it super. Nobody watching was taking it super seriously because we were never going to play that limited format.
It was so funny. Actually, I learned a lot, and I think it directly led to me getting 3-0 at my
pre-release
because I took some very safe lines and that worked out, and I was like, sick.
Yep.
Don't do the funny thing unless the funny thing is 1 billion damage, then do the funny thing.
Correct. If it's 25,
if it's
do
25 do it, but
if it's not, block.
It was funny. There was one game where I think my opponent did throw 21 at me on one turn, but the thing is, throughout the entire game they presented 21 damage.
Yes.
They had one turn.
That sounds like Super Slam.
All the damage they did was on one turn. I was able to get there. It was very funny is what it was. It's just very explosive. October, calling Hamburg.
Mm-hmm.
Calling Sydney.
Yep.
November, we had the World Championship, Philadelphia. I went to that one. I went to an event. This is the first one I went to.
You went to an event?
I went to a Battlehorn, but I went to Philadelphia. It was sick. We had a great time.
Yeah. That was excellent.
I'm ready, Cat Mellow.
Yeah. Where were you staying?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Who did you stay with in Philly?
I stayed with Wyatt and Tim
With
and
Wyatt and Tim? Okay. Yeah.
Wyatt and Tim and Austin and his boys.
Anderson? Not Anderson.
Lucas?
Andy.
Andy? Andy. Yeah,
Yeah.
Andy. Lucas and Andy.
Yeah. You were
Those
with
two
that
were
group.
wild.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
that was a great weekend. A lot of hanging out.
Notably.
A lot of highs. A couple lows.
Yes. A little bit.
Yeah.
But it was okay. It was good.
It was great.
It was a good arc.
Yeah.
Notably, every tier 4 event won by somebody from that region.
Oh, that's sick. That's actually kind of cool.
Pablo Pintor winning London.
Yes.
Shui Wu winning Singapore.
Yep.
Hometown, Singapore. And Yasker from North America winning Philly.
Yeah.
Not an American, Canadian, but
still sick.
Yeah. That's a neat little through line. Philly was good.
Yeah.
Could use some oomph.
It could use some stuff.
Yeah. SCG events. I've heard, SCG next tier 4 needs a little oomph.
I've also heard there was some other things like the venue was a bit of part of the problem why it felt a little low. There's a chance that part of it was they have unions for conventions like that, and so like we have to
be in and out at certain times, and there's certain things we can do and can't.
Yes.
Okay.
Like you can't set this up. You have to get the union people to do it, and then they have to do it in this specific order at a specific speed or whatever. And it's like it ends up just being easier to not do some things, which sucks. But that could be part of the problem. I wasn't involved in any of it, so I have no idea.
I don't know.
Valencia.
Yes.
And then in December, we had Calling Seattle and Hong Kong.
Mm-hmm.
Hong Kong one was neat.
36 Calling Plus events in 2026.
God dang. It's a lot of events.
That's insane.
So many events.
By the way.
We're getting 32
That's
in the
nuts.
States next year. Holy frick.
That's a lot.
It's going to be a lot.
There's no way. There's no way there's 32 Calling Plus events in the States next year.
Isn't that what, or in North America, isn't that what they said?
No, there's no way.
Or what am I thinking of? There's a metric.
Is it 30? Is it 32 Calling Plus events next year, or is it 36? Because it's not 32 in the States.
There was something about the number of callings in the States. I forgot the number.
There's supposed to be like one every month in each region.
Never mind. Well, in each region, that's
12 per region.
36 at minimum. Minimum. Like they couldn't have 2 in a month.
They could have more.
Region.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's
something like that.
Yeah,
it's already insane looking at the schedule where I have a calling like every month that I can go to or more that I can go to. I think I was talking to people, to like family, about my travel schedule at Thanksgiving. How I had Seattle in December. I had Columbus in January, San Diego in February, Memphis in March, Yokohama in April. And then I get 1 month potentially off, probably not, in May, into Minneapolis in June, and Vegas in July.
Holy frick.
We got a schedule.
Got a big schedule.
Yeah, if you want to play callings, you can do that.
Yeah, you can do it. You can just do it. All right. The last thing we're going to talk about is Kevin. How was your 2025? Yeah. How was pro player Kevin Smurf Murphy's year 2025
I mean, it was
in hindsight as a player.
It was fucking excellent.
Yeah.
Like I don't really know how else to speak about it other than I've thought about like doing a whole video piece on it for my channel, but I don't really want to. I kind of like keeping my channel kind of the way it is.
Focused.
And yeah, not so much about me as an individual, but more about the stuff more about the game, quote unquote.
Sure.
Which I guess tournament reports maybe don't necessarily lend themselves to that.
I don't know.
But
Okay, so here's a few things. All right, this is
okay.
William's top tips. People don't. People tune in and watch
For the person.
Okay, people tune in for titles and thumbnails. They watch because the video's good. They subscribe because they like the person.
That's fair.
And then they buy merch if they have repetition in something. They buy merch of memes, and all memes are inside jokes or things repeated.
Yes.
Which is an inside joke, right? So
if I'm memes, trying to go full time in this, I will commit to that more.
Sure. I mean, you do what you want with it, right? Like the point of the channel is you're putting the information out there. There's
it is. These are in my head. It's because these are Prism tournament reports. If people are coming back because these are Kevin tournament reports, then I can deal with that later.
The top comment on every single one of them is Gordon.
It's Gordon.
Gordon spotted.
Gordon.
Gordon spotted. You're like, hey everybody, Kevin Smurf Murphy here. Wow. Just out of the back. So, all right.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah. That's part of 2025 is your channel has been doing fairly well.
I mean, I started it.
Yeah.
In fact, well, I didn't actually start it, but like I restarted it, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very proud of the content I put out. I'm very happy with where it's at. I've been happy with my pace for the last few months. It's been relatively slow. If we averaged everything out, I would be happy with where that average is at.
Sure.
As a player, I'm massively better than I was at the beginning of the year, I think.
Sick.
And I'm gonna keep going. I was in Osaka for Worlds. And I was there day one, and I was just playing side events, and I just took a picture of the Worlds area, and I sent it to a friend who was not there, and I was like, I'm gonna be there next year. And then I won Memphis.
There you go.
And that was not I'm going to go get a PTI in 2 months. That was I don't know if it was I'm going to be there next year, but it was I'm going to be there because I knew I was going to be there eventually.
Yeah.
And I don't know what results I'm going to get this year. I'm not worried about results. My goal is to be better than I was now. And that's it.
It's like I used to repeat this a lot. Speaking of things that need to go on shirts. But it's like the people who win the event is the best player in the room on the best deck with the best luck. And so you can control 2 of those things as much as possible. Yes. And the other one, you can't. And because you can't set these super definite goals.
Not super tight.
No.
But
people play poker.
Yes.
And win, like, consistently in the same way.
Yes.
Where it's like, if you get good and you play enough,
you're going to put yourself in the best position consistently to do well. And it's the same with every TCG and every card game and every game that has variance.
And that's what you've been doing, right?
That's what I've been trying to do. There was a little up and down for that.
Sure.
Post London, I started coasting a bit in a way that I'm not happy with.
Sure.
That realized itself in Singapore, where I was very unhappy with the way I was playing certain matchups in the game, because I wasn't playing matchups anymore, and the game had kind of leveled up to where I needed to know how to play matchups, and I put a lot of work into that, and I'm really happy with the results I've had since then. Kansas City was a good example of that, of me heading the right direction. Battle Hardened Philly was a good example of me heading in the right direction. Worlds Philly was fine. I hit 2 KOs. I didn't have the good luck.
Sure. Yeah.
I missed on that 1/3.
Yep.
There were still things to improve on, of course. And then I go into Seattle and I top 16.
Yeah.
And I'm
you also did
very happy with
the Battle Hardened Worlds.
Yeah, Philly.
Yeah.
I did pretty well there. I learned a lot, and I took a lot of lessons that I had learned before that.
The matchup thing was interesting because I was actually talking to Tim recently, where we were playing more games of me on Marionette and him on Prism, and he just like floored me in a game, and we were like talking about it afterwards, like, you know, decision points or whatever, and he was like, yeah, I was talking to Kevin about it for like however long the other night, and he's just like, I was just kind of playing the Prism game plan into him, and now I'm playing the Prism Marionette game plan into Marionette, and it's so much better. And I was like,
yes,
great. Happy for you.
I'm so happy for you.
So happy. But it's sick. It's sick.
That is something I've genuinely worked on a lot, especially since Singapore. I have pages and pages of the notebooks filled out with stuff for the Verdance matchup, for the Marionette matchup, for the Syndra matchup, for the Gravy matchup, for Cilio and Kasai are on the list to work on. The Mirror has a bunch of stuff. Like this is something I've genuinely spent a lot of time on, and I've seen really good results. I didn't drop a game against Marionette in Seattle. I played one game of that matchup against Michael Hamilton before Saturday morning, before the calling started, and I'm pretty sure I would have won it. And then he goes and plays 2 Prisms in the calling, and he wins both of them.
Sick.
Because he's Michael Hamilton, because he knows how to play card games.
Yes.
And I taught him enough in that one game, I think, that
he was like, all right, I got
it helped a lot.
This is what I needed.
That was
That's sick. I love that.
That felt really good. But like I'm really happy with a lot of the progress I've made. But at the same time, even with the Seattle result, I've been still working a lot. And I'm also really proud of that, because that was not the case after London, where I did really well. Because I definitely was too laid back after London.
Sure.
So I'm
looking to 2026.
Mm-hmm.
Big plans, big ideas, things to focus on. Outside of
Prism as far as I can. I'm going to do whatever I can as long as Prism is legal. I still have no idea how I ended up on this deck, or this being the deck for me. But sick. I'm going to take Prism as far as I can, unless KO ends up like 25% plus representation. She's going to be a fine deck, I think. After Prism LLs, which I assume will happen sometime pre-Yokohama, which is going to suck. Then I'll have to figure something out, and I'll have to learn how to play Flesh and Blood for real.
What are you doing after Prism?
I don't know,
Gravy?
dude.
Gravy?
I'm not.
I feel like Gravy's got to be.
I'm worried. I'll figure that out then. I'm not.
Sick.
I'm not worried about that right now. That's for me to figure out later. No idea. Okay, Capo, I don't know how this line, like, why this happened.
Archaeo
but I'm
gaming?
here and I'm doing it.
Archaeo
because I do enjoy it. I don't know why it's the deck for me. Because it's not Icelander.
No.
But an Icelander clicked for me. I enjoyed Icelander.
Bro's a control player, and he just doesn't want to admit it to himself.
I'm a tempo player. I'm not a control player. I would play the shit out of Is It Tempo if there was that variant, or like Is It Phoenix. I wouldn't enjoy Azorius control as much.
I guess that's fair. No, that's good. I mean, the thing is, you also have the Aura game plan, which I think does add into it, which is different.
No, to me, that is like the piece that like really sold me on Prism is Aura plus Tome of Divinity, where you just do degen shit.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that
like
I just keep thinking of Gravy? I just keep thinking that Gravy does.
Gravy has a piece of that.
Yeah.
Gravy has a piece of that.
Gravy's fixed.
It's not like exactly. If it was like Rainbow Tipple, Gravy was still a thing, and it wasn't like solved, I would probably be playing that. That would be the most likely candidate. But like Acilio has like a combo degen piece to it. RKO has like a raw efficiency mathematical piece to it that I really like. Vincent has like this weird non-linear plan to it.
Icelander could play on multiple axes, and
yes,
Kevin just likes Flesh and Blood, and so he wants to play that deck that plays on multiple axes.
That does all the things. It has choices. It has options. And Icelander had choices every point in the turn cycle.
And it does combos.
Yes.
Both. It's got to be both.
Like, I want chain.
We need to find the alternative game plan for
I want chain that shackles at the beginning of your turn. Ooh. And I can play cards on your turn.
Also instant speed shenanigans. Kevin's...
Yeah, because then I can cull you.
An instant speed boy.
Then you shackle away the cull, and I can cull you at instant speed after I've taken damage.
Vincent Gaming. You heard it here.
I've worked on that deck. Yeah. I've played that deck.
No, you have. I know you have.
I enjoy that deck. Like, there's so many... There's like 7 decks that all have components of what I like.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
I think it's Flesh and Blood. I think he really likes Flesh and Blood.
Except maybe Fatigue. Yes. When Prism LLs, I will figure that out, and I will figure out what I'm doing with the channel at that point.
Sure.
But I'm just gonna play Flesh and Blood because I'm gonna come back to a deck that I enjoy.
Here's what's gonna happen: is you're gonna be a internet and personality and a pro player by that point, like established enough to where the channel is going to become. What's the name of the channel again?
Smurf Fab.
Oh, so it's not named Prism. Got it. So the channel is just going to be Smurf Fab, the channel, with tournament reports. VOD reviews of not specific heroes necessarily, but specific games or something like that.
Sure.
I could see that.
It could be. I mean, I'd love to make this my full-time thing. I don't anticipate that happening in 2026.
I don't anticipate it happening in the next 5 years, and that's not you, that's the game. But
yes, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do just enjoy.
Majin Bay is comfortable, then I need to like step it up because
then we need to start looking.
Yeah. Then that means it's like, oh, now I need to. Oh, I could do something here.
Okay, it's possible.
It's possible, but not there yet.
Yeah.
So.
No, I do enjoy playing this game. The entire time between Icelander LLing and me picking up Prism, like I was playing the game and I was enjoying it. Was I connecting with it in the same way? No. But I was playing Dromai. I wasn't playing Fab. I was still playing like bullshit decks. Like it was.
No, I think Prism's taking for a minute once she LL.
Yeah, I was just kind of chilling for a minute. And by the way, that's the only PT qualification I've missed is when I was playing Dromai that PQ season. Yeah. Prism 3.0.
I'm really feeling you gotta resonate with a good hero to do good in Flesh and Blood.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
And that's also evidenced by Michael Hamilton. Like when he resonates with a hero, he does well.
Yeah.
That's just it. And I know people talk about Monarch 3 and Prism 3.0, but like I don't think I would have done nearly as well on OG Prism. It's not the same deck. It's so different. I don't think I would have had anywhere near the results that I've had on this Prism.
I don't know.
I'm not 100% sure.
Yes, because we can't prove it.
Sure. The disparity in the results for the OG Prism players and their results on new Prism.
Well, they're also playing old Flesh and Blood.
They are trying to play OG. They're trying to play OG Prism and not
OG
new
Prism on new Prism, and they're also trying to play
that doesn't work.
Flesh and Blood 1.0 and Flesh and Blood 3.0.
I am apprehensive about Prism 3.0 having the same feel as Prism 2.0.
Yeah.
We would need to see some stuff line up before that would be possible. But
so
of course I'm interested to see.
For me, 2026.
William 2026, please.
It's not that detailed. So we talked about it a bit ahead of time. I like what I'm doing with. I'm going to talk about the channel first. With the channel and the table pit, what I'm doing in it, I like what I'm doing, and what I'm doing is
quick question,
what
real quick.
I want to do. Okay, what?
Can you double check which mic you're using? Now that I'm thinking about it, for some reason.
That's a funny question to ask right now. I'm using
sorry.
I'm using the correct microphone. It's probably because I moved.
Okay, you might have just been a little far away.
A little far away, but
this is better.
It's gonna sound funny to say it this way, but I'll explain it. Which is, I like what I'm doing with the table pit, which is what I want to do, right? And so there is a bunch of different shows we have had, and a bunch of different shows we're doing now, and I enjoy doing all of them at the time I did them. And as I've changed as a Flesh and Blood player, as I've changed as a person in general, learned, made content, and then been like, actually, that I did not like making that, or I did not like how it turned out. Things have changed. But then also, like, I make things, and I'm like, when I made the World's Tallest Deck Box, which is the first project video, I was like, I'm doing this kind of in my free time because I think it's funny.
Yeah.
And it was my favorite thing that I think I have ever done the whole way through. Genuinely, the most passionate I've felt about something, and then it came out the way I wanted it to, about probably anything that I have done in my life, period. It was awesome. And so I just want to come out with this like 15-minute, like classic 2006 YouTube video, just funnies. That's all I want to do. I want to do that.
I still go back and pull up that video for one exact moment.
Which one's your moment? Which one's this?
The pitch.
The pitch.
And it just goes across the screen. It says, Prism is the crappiest hero. PITCH.
It's just like,
and the first time when you put that out, New Prism wasn't a thing.
Oh, that's so funny.
And it was just OG Prism.
Yeah.
And now I watch that again and I'm like,
It's so...
I take this differently now.
It's so funny.
It's excellent. It's fantastic.
I've had so much fun making all of those videos, and so that's probably going to actually be my... When I think of the table pit, I'm going to be thinking of those project videos. As like the definition of the table pit now. And then also these shows that I've been doing, these I've been trying out a bunch of different shows, these live streams. Pit Against and No Block specifically have been great, awesome, ton of fun, love doing them. And so here's actually 2026. 2026 is I'm dialing back a little bit. I might still try some more other streams and other things, but I really only have time during the week without sacrificing life, life and William, life and health. Time for 2 streams and 1 armory.
Sure.
And that's going to be my... how did I describe it? It was like, that's going to be my hard commitments to Flesh and Blood for the year. Let's go to 1 armory every week. Go do 2 live streams every week. And then I'm going on 1 big event. 1 big event a year, and I think it's Nats this year. Other than that, in my free time, when I have the time, online testing.
Sure.
And that's how I'm going to gauge in Flesh and Blood, other than that in project videos, right? And so now it's dialed back a bit compared to other things, like we're not doing live gameplays anymore. We're not doing game shows anymore.
You're not doing live streams of UPF either.
Not doing live streams of UPF. There's a lot of shows that we have done, and I'm just doing a lot less of them. I think even if I'm doing art streams, I'm actually going to... There's a chance that I still do art streams, but just completely under a different label.
Okay.
That might happen. I don't know. It might still be under this label, so I don't know.
Sure.
The Table Pit's it's a vague title, but...
Yeah.
I think that's mostly it. When it comes to Flesh and Blood specifically, I'm going to keep playing within the class of Assassin because that's what I can afford. But the focus of, like Agroblaze likes to say, he's going to focus on the best that I can in that class, right?
Sure.
So he's just saying...
The way I'm doing with Prism.
Yes. Do that best I can within the bracket I'm putting myself in. I'm not going to play Azuri at RTNs because it's fun and funny. Because that's not the best I could be doing, and I'm having a good time because I enjoy the class a lot, right? So like I'm gonna enjoy it regardless if I'm playing Marionette or not, right? Or whichever hero. I think that's mostly it. I don't really have goals for.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Myself, I don't think.
I was gonna say this is you also saying that you're going to play Flesh and Blood more casually than competitively. In that you are going to play the game with the intent to be better, but not with the intent for being better at the game to be about doing better at events. It is about to be more informed about the game. Because
I think so. I think I would say before I joined Team Spectra, I did not actually care if I won a game of Flesh and Blood.
Sure.
Because I was having more fun just playing it and hanging out with people.
Yeah.
And then when I joined Team Spectra, the point was to get as good as I can. Like
is to improve at the game.
Let's improve as much as possible. Let's see what William can get out of this. And now I'm like, I want to hit a middle ground, but maybe leaning still towards trying to win games of Flesh and Blood.
Okay.
Yeah. But I can't devote I won't make myself devote as much time as previously.
With the reasonable expectation for how much time you are able to give.
And I kind of started this mindset after Worlds, but I've still had, like this week, I had a day where I looked back at the match results and I got 15 games in one day of Marionette.
Yeah.
It's just like, well, I'm still playing the game.
You are.
Yes. So.
Yeah.
I have no goals for winning. No obvious upfront goals for winning, but just what's the word?
Yeah, because I'm for me that improvement has a long-term goal, but it's not like it is that goal is still there. It is not improvement for the sake of improvement, quote unquote, even though it effectively is.
Improvement for the sake of improvement does sound exactly like a goal that I would want for myself. Yeah, like that's exactly like something I want to do.
I think most Flesh and Blood players should set that goal and don't, and I think I'm going to do better than most of them because of it.
I think it's hard to, you can't quantify it, right? And so it's like hard to
no
set
because
that
you
goal,
have that like we said, it is the best.
Oh, he's fine.
It's the
go ahead, I'm listening.
It's the best player on the best deck with the best gem luck.
Yes.
Or the best luck.
You can't
control
goals, but you can't set
a large part of it. How can one join a team to get better and improve? I mean, half of it is just going to be finding people that you can work with to get better with, excuse me. Part of that is also going to be showing those people that you are like really dedicated, not just week by week, but day by day at improving. Because there's a little like push and pull of, are you trying to start a group or are you trying to join a group? And if you're trying to start a group, like,
if you're trying to start
that's
a group,
mostly just start it and just be like saying, hey, do you want to jam games on this day? Be direct. Say, can you jam? Do you want to show up an hour or two early to Armory? Do you want to stay an hour or two after Armory to jam extra games? If there's already an established group, show that you will also show up early. Even if you don't get to play games, if you are just watching games and asking questions, do that.
I think you need to do two things, which is you need to show a certain level of dedication.
If you're trying to join an existing group, yes.
And I kind of hesitate to say this. I was going to say you should provide something, but I think that's more of like it's not something you should want, but that I think
just show your intent. If you are showing your intent to improve, then it's up to the group. And if the group doesn't care, then you don't want to be there anyway because they're not going to go back and forth with you.
Yeah.
if even if you
I
don't
guess
have anything to add, quote unquote, like I don't care if I know significantly less than the other person I'm testing, or if I know significantly more than the other person I'm testing with, if they are there with the intent to get better, I will be there
I
because that means
okay.
they will also help me.
No, I agree 100% with you, but I think this is terrible advice. Actually, what I'm going to give. I think when I say you have to add something, that's more of like a psychological human thing
Mm,
where you're not going to want to work with someone who's not going to add something. And when I say add
sure.
something, it could be something as simple as play a game.
Sure. Okay.
It doesn't mean
Yes.
necessarily like knowledge. It could just be like play a
Yes.
game, and it doesn't even need to
Bring
be
the
on a
time
specific
to the
deck.
table.
Right, time is an important thing you can bring.
Yes.
If you have
Time
nothing,
and
if you have
effort
nothing
are
else,
factors in
if
that.
you have nothing else, time is a thing you can bring. But
Yes.
saying have something to the table to bring is actually just terrible advice. Like that's
It
just
yeah, you need an asterisk on
yes.
that or a
There's
clarification
that
for sure.
it can be so much smaller than that.
It you do not need to be an expert to
Mhm.
join one of these groups, but you do need to show willingness to
Willingness to
contribute,
contribute.
which is
Hmm.
going to look different for where you are at the process.
Hmm.
And if your group that you're trying to join isn't understanding of where you're at, that's also something you should take into account because joining a team that doesn't isn't willing to help you, me personally, and I know people have talked about this from I've heard histories of the Magic side of this. If your team is not willing to help you, then that's probably not a team worth
No, that's not
worth
that's
your
not worth
time.
anyone's time at that point. I think
Yeah,
there's also a bit, which
but
this feels a little bad, but there's a bit of like you do need to be at a close relative state to the people. If you're getting nothing out of their commentary because their commentary is so high level, like they're talking,
sure.
like let's, I don't know, hypothetically, they're talking about, um, they're like, in a world, okay, let's say we sack 1 point of value here, pitch the red for second cycle, because we have this, and
Yep.
this in the bottom of the stack, and you're like,
Yes.
uh,
If you can't
uh,
follow the conversations that are being had,
yeah,
you also don't benefit from that.
yes. And it's hard
But
for you to
you
contribute.
also probably
Well, I guess what
have a
I'm
lot of
saying
room
is
to
like,
grow on your own.
sure, and
Grow on
that's,
your own.
I,
Jesus
I guess I
Christ.
mean to say like, I think it would be difficult for me to approach being in Michael Hamilton's team where I'm at right now,
Potentially.
right? Yeah, and so
Sure.
and that's what I mean to say is sometimes there are
Yeah, yeah,
groups
yeah.
that are outside of your level as well, and I think that's fine to understand.
I
That
think
might be
most
that might be not great advice either, but I don't know. It's
um
something to think of.
I think you will be able to find people in that group who are in any team, quote
Hmm.
unquote, who are on a similar level to you. If you are already competitively minded and you have that drive, you probably have put in the work to get to a reasonable level where you can follow what is being discussed. But
I think my issue is I can't attend a ton of big events, and so I'm not seen as someone who takes it seriously, stuck in casual view for others. Uh,
I mean, so my question then becomes, why are you trying to, if you can't attend a ton of events, you're trying to attend very few events and get better for those? So my question is, what is your goal then? If you can't
ooh,
attend a ton of events,
goals are good to have. Just like out
goal
for 2026, my goal is to eat less corn dogs.
that's
I'm
fine if
already,
you can
I'm,
find the pierogies instead.
I've
But
already off to a terrible start.
it's so Skoggy, this is a what are you why are you trying to join it? What is your goal in trying to join a team? Because for me, I'm gonna be honest, my long-term goal in Flesh and Blood is be a Hall of Fame player.
Oh, I like that long term goal.
That is my long-term goal because this ends up being like a circular kind of thing where if you're a Hall of Fame player, you do well at events, but you have to be a Hall of Fame quality player to do that well at that many events, which is just dependent on you being that quality of player. And I can control that. I have control over whether or not I can be that quality of player.
I guess that's
but that means I'm going to a lot of events.
I guess that's something I didn't actually quantify specifically when I was talking about year in review and 2026 was I've hit my goal. I already hit my goal. I have found so in Flesh and Blood, or even in just hobbies in general, my goal was to my goal in 2024 was to make content that I really liked, I really enjoyed, I really wanted out of myself. And then my next goal that I ended up making was I wanted to start taking the game a little more seriously, try to win games. And then my current, and so like basically like I'm my long-term goals, I think I've been hitting a little faster than I wanted. And so like
I wanted
I like where I'm at in the content goals. Like I think at this point I'm playing for like high score, which is something that I've talked to people about, which is like in content you just play for high score, and I like that. But in Flesh and Blood specifically, my goal is I don't want to burn myself out, which I think I can do that one very easy.
That's a reasonable goal to set.
William can do that one actually pretty easy if I don't overload myself. So by not overloading myself, I think my new long-term goal is to get the invites of seasons. I want to get seasonal invites.
Okay.
That's like my goal. This is like I am set myself for seasonal invites. And then the hopes are go to those events and have fun.
Okay. So the way I would rephrase that in my lens is I want to be the quality of player where I am not surprised that I get an RTN invite.
Yes. Right now, I am. If I get an RT invite, in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be like,
yeah.
I'm going to make a freaking
Bluesky post.
I'm gonna make a boosting spin dog face if I if I get an RT invite. So that's
that's how I'm viewing my Flesh and Blood competitive journey at this point. I want to be the quality of player that you would expect in the Hall of Fame. Which is
okay. We were just talking about. Sorry, we were just talking about me in like. I want to be a quality of player who regularly gets
an RTN or PQ invite.
And then when you said the Hall of Fame, I spit my drink because I forgot we switched conversation to you.
No, it's the same thing. No, it's just degrees.
Yes, exactly.
And this is how I'm viewing it because I only have 3 RTNs. If I don't qualify for nationals, I'm okay with that. As long as I play with a quality that I am happy with and is better than I would have last PQ season. Now, odds are that would have me qualifying for nationals.
Yes.
If I don't, though, if something happens, I hit KOs left and right, I hit Vinsets left and right, whatever. It's fine. But like
if you can talk to certain members of the team and be like, is this justified that I lose here? And they go, yeah, then that's fine.
Yeah. And part of that is I also want to be the kind of like quality of player, which also I have people left and right asking me like what they should bring for anti-prism tech as they're my locals going to RTNs and stuff. And I'm like, I'm going to tell you, even though it's probably not in my direct results best interest not to say. Like,
no, that's great. That's a great feeling.
Like, it is what it is at that point, but like, my goal is not to qualify for Nats. My goal is to be a better player than I was at the beginning of this year. So, but I also have the time to put into, even if I don't qualify for Nats, I'm probably going to go. I'm going to Yokohama. I'm going to be practicing for Yokohama. I've already qualified for it. I am intending to go to Vegas even if I don't qualify. and I will probably be going to Worlds even if I don't qualify, because I want to go and play these events, and I want to become a better player, and I want to, at the end of this year, be a better player than I was before, and I'm able and willing to put the time in to do so. And part of that is going to be playing the game without this prism.
Get good.
Exactly. Like it's. I was talking to learn from playing random V and Talishar. I 100% agree with that. That like you are to a degree, and I think there is more to learn from playing randoms on Talishar than most people think, because I think people aren't not introspective enough, but aren't willing to reflect on their own gameplay as much. Yes, do your own VOD review. And I know, Skaggy, that you have talked about doing this in the local chat.
And matchups. Because one thing I think people don't do, and I'm thinking about a couple locals individually, is just like they'll play one game against one hero, and that is the matchup defined to them. But when I've played my 7th Acilio as Marionette, I feel a little better. And even then, I'm asking questions. Cause like...
So Skaggy, you're 100% right that like a team is a resource that like you use to get better, and it's 100% like I'm working with Team Spectra, I'm working with Team Breakpoints, I've also been part of Team Ascent. Like I am working with them for all of us to improve and get better. But the question is, how much time are you willing to contribute, and how much effort are you willing to contribute to that team to not only help yourself improve, but help them improve as well? Because every team I'm in, I'm the Prism guy.
I've had people ask for my deck list at this point, which was surprising to me when it started happening. Because, okay, so I joined a team, and then at one point someone was just like, hey, where's your deck list for this deck you've been playing? And I was like, well, I didn't post it because I was like, I mean, I didn't think it was awesome. It's just what I've been playing. And then we've been having discussions on the decks and other things like that. And yeah.
So Flesh and Blood is weird because people are so specialized that you don't have experience outside of your hero or two generally. But it's like, I still think the biggest thing for these teams is like, I'm in the Breakpoint server all the time, like watching what's going on and trying to contribute as much as I can. Even on heroes that I'm not a part of. I'm reading all of their messages in every channel, for every deck.
God dang.
It's not as much as you would think.
Okay.
But it's like I'm there trying to contribute my best, and in Spectra I'm in every channel.
You are.
Like that one, I'm in every channel, and Spectra is is slightly less active than Breakpoints is, not by a ton. But it's slightly less active, just to give you a reference point.
Okay. It's still pretty active.
It is pretty active. I'm there. I'm not always like sending messages, but like I'm there keeping up, because that also like helps me go back and forth then when people like ask me questions about stuff. Like, yeah, like I really think the biggest thing is like you have shown the intent, and I think the idea, I will say, whenever somebody says there's only so much I can learn from playing randoms on Talishar, to me that says you actually probably could learn more than you think. But that's me having an issue with that.
That's I think it can be both.
Yeah.
But
yes, it 100% is. There are things that you will learn being in a team because people already take it more seriously than randos on Talishar. But
something, the statement of like the difference a teacher makes is you're going to learn the same thing, but like 10 times faster, right?
Yes, 100%.
You could play every single matchup between every single hero, literally like every single matchup in the Matrix, 20 times, and then you'd know the meta. Or you could just do like one column, and then there's
you just sit down with Hamilton and just like have it solved for whatever deck you're gonna play. Like there's just like, I think it's the story of like he played like an Oldhim mirror, like when Oldhim like finally became meta, I don't even remember what it was. I think it was the Oldham mirror, but it wasn't the Calling Orlando Oldham that he was playing. I think it was like Oldham in Lexi meta. And he played that mirror like once and he was like, oh, okay, you just like maximize your D-react value and that's like 80% of it. Like you just maximize your staunch value in the
There
mirror.
is a lot as you play Flesh and Blood more, you just pick up on things that repeat. But I think there's another
like
aspect
all of my play patterns
go ahead.
About flick knives have carried over between flick knives matchups.
Yeah, pretty
There's
much.
degrees to it.
Yes.
That I have to worry about.
Sidra uses it very differently than Marionette, but like, yes.
Yeah. But it's the same basic tricks that I use to, or play patterns that I use to play around flick knives.
The only other thing I'll say on all of this is you have to know where you are at outside of Flesh and Blood 2. And I'm not talking about Skoggy. I'm talking about just humans in general. I know when I'm talking about William, I have low income and I have a moderate amount of time. Actually, probably more time than most people. And so with that,
I'll agree with that.
I have to constrain all of my goals within that.
Yep.
And so I know some people, I have some friends who they have kids and that consumes a large amount of their time. I know some people who are in the same poverty bracket as I am, and that means that they have to basically like plan what deck they're going to play in advance so that they can either get the cards for it or maybe they borrow a deck or something like that. And so there are life restrictions on this first world card game.
Very first world problem.
Very first world hobby. And so you have to be within those restrictions as well, which is fine. It's completely fine. I've said that actually. That's what I to content creators all the time. They'll be like, "I don't know how you have the time to do all this crap," and I'm just like, "Because I have the time.
Just have the time.
Just have the time." And it's unfortunate, and it's how the world works, and that kind of sucks sometimes. Or like
I'm. And then
all the time somebody's just like, "Will you buy a better camera?" And I'm like, "What do you mean buy a better camera? I'm using my phone."
Meanwhile, I'm in the position of I'm well above average in time that I can spend on the game.
You have a lot of time.
I choose to spend it competitively. And I'm very high income to the point that if I got the $5,000 creator grant, it wouldn't have mattered.
you are one.
It would not have changed anything.
Like Brody and Funk, like you are about as globetrotty as they are.
I'm the flip side of them. I get to spend all the time. I can't travel.
Okay.
Because I can spend the time playing the game and working on the game. I don't have the literal PTO to travel.
Yes.
If I could just do that and I just had that money, but I had the time where I don't have to spend 40 hours a week on average working, then I would be doing what they're doing.
So I don't know.
I would live in a different place.
Exactly your specific situation, Skoggy.
Yeah.
But sometimes your situation can play into it.
Yes. 100%. Like everyone in Team Spectra is in a slightly different situation. As well. Like
you can always get
you can't always get a better camera or mic. There is always a better camera or mic available.
It exists.
I can always buy a better camera or mic if I really wanted to.
From LSS is a small loan of $1 million. And with that has been that has been Pit Against this week. It is 9:45. All right. Kevin, shout outs.
I put up a bunch of VOD reviews from Seattle. I finally got around to those. Tomorrow I should be recording the last one from it, as well as maybe one from Valencia that is long overdue, but I haven't had time to get to. Or I have been putting time into other stuff that I prioritize more.
Did I already make a thumbnail for that?
Valencia, yes.
Okay, sick. I'm on top of things.
You did. Yeah. Well, I messaged you, and then I didn't do it. So
that's great.
That's all up there. Yeah, I that's it for the moment. We're gonna keep going.
So remember to go check out our merch at the tablepit-shop.fourthwall.com, where you can get shirts that say things like
I'm barred from PQs.
Kevin's new catchphrase. I'm barred from PQs.
I wore that shirt yesterday. I was like, yeah.
Yeah. And if you want to help make this stream look nicer and buy me a better camera and mic, you can help us over at patreon.com/thetablepit. Also, this weekend is the 24-hour charity live stream on Fresh and Pod. And I'm
Flesh and Pod.
Flesh and Pod.
Not Fresh and Pod.
No, not Fresh and Pod. Where I am actually going to be on Friday night, doing a game show. Tomorrow night, doing a game show. Which is, don't tell him I said this. It's going to be a little bit of, I was going to do a game show for DM Armada. And it has been that one ripped up into pieces, and half of it is still being used because those were great questions that never got used publicly. And then other questions that pertain to specifically them and other things that they know.
Cool.
So that's going to be, I think it's like 10 or 11 tomorrow night. Y'all should check that out and then donate money.
I'll be on.
Sick. Kevin's going to be on? What time is Kevin going to be on?
Well, no, I'll be watching. Sorry.
Oh. I thought you were going to be like,
and then I'll be going to bed because I have RTNs Saturday.
They're going to have a ton of people. Greg will have his own game show. They're going to try to stream an RTN.
Yep. Saturday.
And then they're going to have, I think they're doing the regular show and then an After Dark. I think.
That sounds right.
Anyways, it's going to be sick. Y'all should show up. Check it out. My game show is going to be awesome. Greg's game show is going to be awesome. And I want you to tell them whose game show is better. Flesh and Blood's a competitive sport. I'm just kidding. It's all going to be great. Thank you all so much for watching. We do this every Thursday. We also have No Box, a Chill Talishar stream where we don't stream this Saturday because I'm going to a RTN. And I'm sure as RTN, and when these seasons come around, it's harder for us to stream on Saturdays, but when we have time, we will do it. And I think that's mostly it. Thank you all for watching. Bye.